Hello Darts Nutz, welcome to Darts Review channel. I've got another set of darts here from Shot, and this is part of their Collab range, and this particular collaboration is with Pearson. I can't say the word Josh. I sound like Sean Connery when I'm trying to say it. Josh. This is from John Pearson, and these are the John Pearson 180 darts. Anyway, Josh actually contacted me before these got on retail and asked me if I wanted to review his darts when they came out. And I said, if they're not green, you can feck off. And they're not green, they're in his football colours, sky blue and claret. Not reviewing them. I'm joking. I don't even follow football. But actually it looks a really nice dart, to be honest. And when he showed me his drawing of it, I thought, you know what, that's kind of a dart that I might like. So I'm looking forward to trying him. And I'll put a link up in the description to Josh's social. So if you want to follow him, he's quite a funny guy actually. And I think that's why he's got so popular. But I don't know if he's on the other ones like TikTok and that. I know he's on X, I think he's on Facebook, but I don't know if he's on any of the others. But anyway, I'll put the links up that I have in the description, and if you want to check out the darts, then great. So let's check them out. So the darts are only available in 23 gram and they're only in steel tip, so no soft tip. And the 90% tungsten, and the retail for £79.95. So I think this is the new Collab packaging, obviously, as it says on, but it'll be generic to the range, and then they just have the stickers in the corner for whoever the collab is with. Obviously this one's John Pearson 180. Josh Pearson, I'm only joking. So I managed to do it that time. Like I said on the other video, sometimes I grab that to get your thumb in and then I pull and nothing comes out. So you have to open the other side, but it worked that time, so that's good. And you got the point holder holding the barrels in place, and it comes with the, I think it's the Tweeny Tau carbon stems and the small standard shot flights. So the dart's fit with a black coated point. It's a straight barrel dart. It's got a tapered nose and it's got some micro rings on the nose, and then you've got these wide spaced kind of curved rings with lateral cuts. All this is quite widely spaced, the grooves in between and the lateral cuts, but it gives you some grippiness without being sticky, so it still feels okay. Not like, I wouldn't say it's super high grip, maybe just a little bit above medium verging onto a high grip, but it feels rather nice. And then you've got some ring and groove with the sky blue colour, and again get a nice reference point for that, and nice bit of grip again. And what is it that this reminds me of? You know what it is? I've just remembered. You know when you get those like dynamos and they've got like that copper wire and then you've got these like sections. That's what that reminds me of. But it's more of the same grip at the front, but obviously you got some slightly longer sections with the micro ring grip on the top, and then a taper on the end of the barrel, again with the micro grooves. But as I said, I'm not into football, so the colours don't bother me, but we all know green is the best colour. But even so, that's still rather nice actually. It looks a nice setup, and fitted with the Tau carbon stems and the shot slightly see-through standard flights, small standard. So there you go. We'll have a super close look at the grip now. So you got a tapered nose with the micro groove grip, and then you've got these slightly rounded wide rings, but as you can see, some very deep cross cuts and grooves in between the rings. So I think the deepness and the width is giving you some grip, but the lateral cuts just adds a little bit of extra grippiness there. And then some normal thin ring and groove with the blue coating in, and then again same grip that's on the front, and then this micro ring grip band with the lateral cuts running through it, and then more of the same wide curved rings and then just some micro grip on the taper and a very small smooth section on the very end. So that's the super close look at the shot Collab Josh Pearson darts. The dart's fitted with a black coated 29mm point. You've got the tapered nose with the micro groove grip, that's 5.9mm, and then you've got the wide curved rings with the wide grooves and wide lateral cuts, 9.7mm, a thin ring and groove section, 9mm, and then some more of the curved rings with the wide grooves and lateral cuts, 6.5mm, a micro grip section again with lateral cuts, 4.8mm, some more of the wide ring section, 7.5mm, a taper on the end of the barrel with some micro grip, that's 5.6mm, length 49mm with 6.9mm. 23.15 grams. 23.14 grams and 23.13 grams. Full setup, 24.69 grams. So here's the balance with just the barrels only, and this is the balance with the supplied setup. So I've put the grip at 6.5, but there is sections along them lateral cuts where you feel the corners a little bit more, so for some people it may depend how your fingers sit on it, so it might feel more grippy to some. Let's give them a throw and see how they go. Nearly. Really went through the air quite smooth. It's not as an aggressive grip, but I think you definitely do feel the wide grooves and the wide lateral cuts. So it kind of feels like a deep cut in the barrel, like you would expect it to, so you do feel that. But I think the rings are kind of curved and there's no like sharp edges, so it's not sticking into your skin, so it releases nice and easy. Come on. Drifting off now. One last try with the front grip. Oh, I nearly got one on the last one. I was just getting the hang of it there. But yeah, that's quite a nice feel, that, and most of the time they were flying through the air rather nice and smooth, so quite pleasant dart. Try my mid grip, but I'm still kind of like on that similar kind of a grip, but I'm also on the ring and groove as well a little bit, so let's see what that's like. Whee, that was alright. That last one went dead straight through the air, but not quite on the target. Gone off it now. Yeah, it's still flying quite nice. One last try with the mid grip. Oh, definitely could be a nice all-rounder. Try the rear section. Now with the rear section you've got a slightly wider micro grip part, but I think that just adds a little bit of extra grippiness, I think. Bit painful. Treble 5 champion. Oh, I nearly got one. Oh, I think that was in and out. I'm almost certain it was. It looked like it. And that one definitely wasn't. No, lost it now. That's because my elbow's hurting me. But yeah, I think it's going to be a nice all-rounder. It's not overly grippy, releases out your fingers nice and easy, and for the most part it was flying quite smooth for me. So yeah, quite a pleasant dart, and it's kind of around the dimensions that I like. The only problem is it's in the wrong colours. Just think how good it'd have been if it had been in the right colour, which we know is green. Anyway, that's the end of the video. With the video, I can't even talk properly. That's the end of the video. I'll see you in the next one. Happy darting.